everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's the Packers going up against the Eagles. So let's send you up to Pennsylvania. Standing by in Philadelphia are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles. First down, Wentz. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Wentz. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So after the INT, it's Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13. And a wide receiver to watch in this offense, certainly Jordy Nelson.
And most defenses watch him run past them. Jordy Nelson can run every route in the route tree and take it to the house.
And they've got an extra defensive back out there now on 3rd and 13. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. And we peek at the defense now for Philadelphia.
Jordan Hicks played inside and outside linebacker while in college. He'll do the same in the NFL and make a lot of plays in doing so.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Caught left side by Cobb.
No one happier to see number 18 Randall Cobb on the field for Green Bay than quarterback Aaron Rodgers. He says they make him a better team when he's on the field, and he does so because he stretches things as well as he's able to make the tough catches underneath.
116 yards, 3 touchdowns, including that Hail Mary in the wild card round.
He's so smart, so crafty, and don't forget they can also use him as a running back, put him back in the backfield there and take some pressure off of Ty Montgomery.
For Montgomery, the wild card round, got his knee twisted, left the game for a little bit, came back late in the 4th, though, so that's a good sign. He's another piece that they need going forward.
A big sigh of relief for the Packers offense and the team overall to see Montgomery back in the lineup. Since he moved from receiver to running back and helped solidify the Packers running game, that's really helped the offense expand and explode. And he still kept his receiving skills. How about that big catch against the Giants late in the game?
Yeah, finished with 3 of them for just over 40 yards. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And he finds Cook. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll run here. This is James Starks. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out now come the Eagles. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And let's get a look at the Green Bay defense.
Clinton Dix attracted a lot of attention when he was about to enter the NFL for his ability to play the football in the air. He's actually shown that he can tackle pretty well in the league, too.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. A good pickup there, 26 yards. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Detroit! Leopard, back out, Philly, here we go!
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football.
Without a doubt, because he's...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Julius Peppers in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Hurry up, here we go.
And they're definitely showing blitz here. Now Wentz. And it is incomplete. Well, you know what we need to do? We need to give a hat tip to two guys that are riding off into the sunset. Steve Smith and Robert Mathis both have announced the end of their careers.
Let's start with Robert Mathis. You see all the tributes coming from around the league. Everyone talking about what an exceptional pro Robert Mathis has been throughout his career. And the guy has over 120 sacks in his career as well. And how about Steve Smith? Came into the league as a punt returner and became a WR1. How about that? One of the all-timers. I think both of them are going to merit Hall of Fame consideration, and both of them should get plenty of votes.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
Over here. 58.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. The left side throw complete to Adams. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has...
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And now the Eagles offense back out onto the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Defense showing blitz. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Surveying the field. And this is caught. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. So they're operating in the red zone. Shift together here from the D-line. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. In the game. He gets the call here. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Ryan Matthews taking it in. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Rodgers to throw on second down. Caught on the right side by Adams. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there. And the Packers are going to have a first down. And quickly, they get to the line. Rodgers now on first down. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now a play fake here on first down. That is caught by Cobb. And it's a Packer touchdown. Randall Cobb as the first half is winding down. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They run again with Barner. And an alley to run. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have?
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Taking on the midfield logo. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. And a great spot to start this drive from here. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll try to get the running game going with Ryan Matthews. Down to about the 22 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want...
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Ryan Matthews, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. The touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Jordy Nelson all by himself. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson, 74 yards. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. Took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Wentz now on 1st down. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Julius Peppers is in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
Detroit, man, look at 56.
On second down, Ryan Matthews. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. Now Wentz looking for Green. Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. And it'll give the Packers a first down.
You reset. Right, left.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd.
Thinking pass all the way.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down at the 28. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And Crosby puts it through, and they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
No. Check. Patriot. Back there to that Philly. Hurry up. Over. Let's go. 3-19.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. He targets Jordan Matthews, and it's caught. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
No. Check. Patriot. Hurry up. Here we go.
On first down, Wentz. There he goes left side. It's Clay Matthews with a pick. The 20. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. Short throw pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken short. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got
settle down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Wentz now on first down. Finding time.
He
couldn't quite hold
always
it.
win, let's go.
Ball pops out, incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for
a big play across
the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And now they're in the hurry up.
You got to do hard and do James. Stop late round there.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a
garbage, man. Don't so garbage.
Third down, like we saw there, magnified big pick.
It was a huge pickup.
He is so fucking dynamic, bro. He is fucking dynamic, bro. They can't score no points in this. Watch Aaron Rodgers put him up with their lights out. Watch this.
Now the Packers get set to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally.
No garbage, bro. Y'all got saved by a fucking penalty, man.
In certain situations,
You'll see, bro. Whatever. Aaron Rodgers, you can't keep. You got to put Aaron Rodgers away.
And I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
When you come to the game, you come to win, bro. That's all. No matter how you do the job, you come to win.
Defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Now look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll only be a loss of
Cowboy fans are one and fucking done.
On first down.
I bet Romo will be starting next year. Believe that, motherfucker. Believe that. Oh, man. Jerry Jones will be like, I should have put Romo in the game.
Out of the gun. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. 8 yards there.
Sean Diggs, they try to cheat my boy. Sean Diggs, too, boy. Man, had a clean hit.
3 yards left to grab here on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice
tripping,
to see an
bro.
offense
We got the fucking W. We are victorious. All right, man, that's what I'm saying, though, bro. But we didn't want to get rid of, bro. To beat Tom Brady and go to the Super Bowl. That's how we won. That's how we won.
And gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot.
Bro, we're not worried, but this is what we want, bro. This is what we want, bro. Nobody's gonna have no faith in us. That's okay. They've been like that all year long. You see Le'Veon makes a big difference when it's there. Do you see the difference? Do you see the difference?
The kicker in a big spot
175 yards.
On his first. This time it's 39 yards away.
We're not worried about that, bro. If he ass at home, motherfucker, last time I checked.
And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets it build up a little bit.
A nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again.
That was a good game, bro. My cousin was sick, too. He a Chiefs fan. He was sick.
interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A dump off to Smallwood. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Yo, man, we ready for a game.
Wentz now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards remaining now on second down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz.
Oh, come on, man.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Where them Cowboy fans at now, bro? Where them Cowboy fans at?
Throwing on first is Wentz. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Throwing, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. This time on offense,
Be one and done,
want to
bro.
see the field goal kick.
Hey, yo, I can do this because I'm going to
They
do
want
it. I
that
ain't
ball
gonna lie
in
to
the
you.
end
Really,
zone.
shit,
They'll be
bro.
going for 6.
Really tough.
But you know what? I ain't
drive,
gonna lie
but
though,
that
bro.
run
Dak did his
helped
job,
salvage
bro. Dak
something there
brought
because
the team
now
back.
there's something positive that came out of it.
Dak did his
Good
job.
blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at. Going forward, watching it on tape, maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Let me let it finish out. Let me play out how it's supposed to play out. And Rodgers don't have to show you anything
I
else,
cooked
man.
some meatloaf earlier. I don't
Fresh
know.
set of downs here.
I don't know.
And some changes here as the D-line
I don't
separates
think
some.
feel it. No, it's
They'll
not
run
back
it
to
now
back.
out of the guns. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Why would you say something like that? Yes.
Rodgers throwing here. He's going to find his running back.
Yeah.
It's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Defense has to stand tall here, 3rd and 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Yeah.
game over. Who's next?
A road win in the National Football League.
I
Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.